In the modern town of Spendwell, everyone carried small magical cards in their pockets. These cards looked the same, but they worked in very different ways. One was called a credit card, and the other was called a debit card. Each card came from a powerful place called the bank, which helped people store their money and spend it safely. But the magic of each card was different, and understanding the difference mattered. Let us begin with the debit card. When someone swiped their debit card to buy something, a sandwich, a pair of shoes, or even a bus ticket, the money came directly from their own bank account. If they had 100 coins in the bank and spent 20, they now had 80 left. Simple, clean, straightforward. The debit card was like using your wallet, just easier. You could not spend more than you had. If you tried to buy something that cost more than the money in your account, the card would say no, sorry. Then there was the credit card. This card looked just like the debit card, but it worked differently. With a credit card, people were not spending their own money, not yet. Instead, the bank was lending them money each time they used the card. Buy a sandwich for 20 coins? The bank paid it for you, and now you owed the bank 20 coins? The credit card came with a limit? Maybe. The bank said, you can borrow up to 1,000 coins, but you must pay us back every month. If you paid them back on time, great. If not, the bank would charge interest. A small fee for waiting. It was like a short-term loan every time you swiped the card. Convenient, yes, but also risky if not used carefully. Some people in Spendwell liked the credit card because it helped in emergencies. If your bike broke and you didn't have money in the bank, you could fix it now and pay later. Others liked earning rewards. Credit cards sometimes gave back points, coins, or even tickets for travel as a thank you for using it. But Ledger, the town's wise money teacher, always gave this warning. A credit card is a useful tool, not free money. If you don't pay it back on time, the interest will grow, and your small sandwich can become an expensive one. People who used debit cards never worried about interest. Their rule was simple. If you didn't have the money, you couldn't spend it. People who used credit cards had more flexibility, but also more responsibility. In Spendwell, two neighbors showed how different things could be. Harper used a debit card. She liked knowing exactly how much she had. She saved carefully and never owed anyone. She bought what she could afford and waited for bigger things until she had the money. Jude used a credit card. He liked buying things now and paying later. At first, he always paid his bill on time. But one month, he forgot. Then another month, he paid only part of the bill. The interest started growing like a weed in a garden. What once was a small purchase became a bigger debt. He had to cut back to catch up. Jude learned his lesson. He set reminders. He made a plan. Soon, he was back on track, using his credit card wisely, paying in full, and even earning rewards. The town of Spendwell learned an important thing. Debit cards help you spend only what you have. Credit cards let you borrow, but you must pay it back fast, or it costs more. Both cards had power. Both had purpose. But only when used with care. So the next time someone in Spendwell pulled out a card at the market, they paused for a second and thought about what kind of spending they were really doing. And that is how the people of Spendwell became wiser, one swipe at a time.